Y'all, I tried so fucking hard. Like, this has been a horrible day. I lost my wallet. I had just enough for his cake, right? I had saved it. I knew what the cost was going to be, and I couldn't find my wallet anywhere. I'm actually, like, fucking shaking some. And Dylan is all, my mom's tired, blah, 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 yesterday or whatever. And I had offered to pick him up, stupidly on the way anyway. I tried to fucking reason with Dylan, and I'm like, you know, because it's like Lucas, he can't take multiple trips, and it was an hour to go get the cake, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, grabbing it real quick, plus I had ordered cupcakes because his cousin and aunt were supposed to come originally, and I couldn't, they were non-refundable, so I was like, well, we gotta pick those up. I guess me and Dad can have them. Erin, who helped us move, may stop by if she can. So there you go. But so everything took the last hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So I was like, I can't take him on another hour trip later tonight. Like, he's going to absolutely lose his mind, like, all night long. It's just not fair to him, right? So we went back and forth. When I had lost my wallet, I had called him. I thought maybe, for some reason, that he would, like, maybe like, be like, okay, breathe, like, where were you last? Like, try to help me, you know, just calm down for a moment. Or be like, oh, well, let me see if my mom can, like, call and pay for it over the phone. You can just pay her back when you find your shit. Whatever. Like, nothing helpful. We just started arguing. And I pointed out that, like, you would ask your mom if it was for Evelyn, and she would immediately do it if it was for Evelyn, but, like, because it's for him, like, nothing. So then he called me a monster and was like, you need to stop bringing up my kid. I'm like, dude, I'm not talking about your kid. I'm talking about your mom. I finally found my wallet. We went back and forth about rides. He tried to tell me, because we had talked, and I was like, listen, if you need me to commute for an hour once a week, like, first of all, I go through tolls, you know, just to come and get you. So, like, I need an easy pass, because then they're only like $1 instead of like $5. Yeah, it's a big difference. So he got the easy pass using his card. That way he'll always see, like, the transactions and, like, what's being used and everything, right? I wanted him, you know, that's how I did it. I wanted him to be able to see that. And he had sent me $100 for Lucas's sensory stuff and diapers if we needed it, but I, you know, I'd already bought in that one pack that was, like, halfway, and my friend Erin had already, like, offered and went and purchased diapers, like, she's coming over with them, so I was like, well, he doesn't need diapers now. So we got the noise machine, the sleep sack, and teethers. And that's all that paid for. Okay? And now he's trying to be like, oh, the easy pass was the agreement for a month of commuting an hour to go get him. And I'm like, dude, you know that we talked about there being a set amount. We didn't come up with a number yet. Fucking 100 or lower. For gas, maintenance on my car, like, etc., etc. I'm going back and forth just to get you. And legally, I'm not obligated to do any of that. Like, he is an infant, so the visits would be in my home anyway, in his space. And he has SPD that we're getting evaluated and diagnosed. Like, he can't handle even going out like this. It's going to be awful. And so I'm trying to level with him because I'm not a fucking monster, right? Like, I want him to be at his birthday. Like, it's his first birthday. Like, it's kind of important. And I was like, I called him, and all of a sudden, and I was like, listen, like, can I pick you up now then? Because we were still out. Like, I'll just drop the cake off, grab him a snack, not take him out of the car. Maybe if he thinks it's like all one trip, it'll be at least, you know, not as bad as taking him out, doing all that, giving him a nap, and then taking him out again later. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I need a ride there and back, like my mom's car. Are you gonna help me with that? First of all, I wasn't even, like, nice about it. Like, are you gonna help me with that? And I was like, wait, It takes me like a quarter tank of gas just to do it once. You want me to use a half a tank of gas? And he was like, and because I'll be leaving a little bit early today and taking off tomorrow, which, like, you don't have to, but, like, I thought you wanted to do the smash cake in the evening, you know, but it's like, no, I'm not making you take the day off. We're doing his gifts and all that in the morning. So, like, I've offered to drive you to work in the mornings. And, yeah, so he like, oh, so then you're going to bitch when my paycheck comes in and I can't really send you anything? Because I sent you all I had? I've seen your paycheck since your raise. You make $1,000 or more in your paycheck. Yes, it's every 2 weeks, but you make at least $1,000. And you only sent me $100, all you had. And yeah, so you want me to drive you there and back, do all the transportation so you can come to your son's birthday. And then you're not going to pay me back any gas money. Trying to claim that $25 for an easy pass is for the month of going back and forth. So yeah. So I have his birthday cake, and I used the change in my car to get coffee. I thought I could use my card, but I can't. I accidentally drove home. Oh my God, I instinctually did it. Holy shit, I did it. Like, I'm almost all the way home. Like, I might fuck up now, because now I'm, like, paying attention and freaking out. I'm so bad with directions. That's amazing. That is so cool. Anyway, I have his cake. I have cupcakes. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be okay. I don't know how I'm going to fill his balloons, because there's no store anywhere near us. It's another 20-minute drive one way in the opposite direction for a store, like, not like a Party City, because it's closed around here, but for another balloon store that will fill balloons. I made it home. That's crazy. So yeah, so he can't handle that. So I can't fill balloons, which I'm sad about, but it's okay. I just don't know which way. I think left is going to go down in numbers. It's kind of cool because I'm back to numbers, like Miami, which I hated when I moved there. But it is easier than having to memorize street names, like up in Maine. You know, because, like, there's, like, no numbers up there. I went the wrong way. That's okay, though, because I got all the way over here. I got all the way onto my street. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Oh, I didn't want to be like, and the only reason your car is on the road is because of me. And I reminded him that I had a job lined up. I had a supervisor position lined up working with dogs like I do. And he told me that I had to stay home with the kids. Not just our child. He, at that point, was, half-assed trying to get his daughter from his ex, like, in court and stuff. I think that was really just more of a show for me. And his mom does want her, so now that he's living with his mom, I'm sure they're going to go for it again so that his mom can technically have custody. Yeah, he made me stay home with the kids and made me be a stay-at-home mom, and then continuously hung and hangs the bills over my head like I owe him. And then he was like, oh, I can't believe, yeah, look at you. You wouldn't wash dishes at our place, but now you're washing dishes all the time. Dishes were your only chore, unless you count taking out the trash. And it was the chore you offered to do to help me. I purposely wouldn't do the dishes, because you're not going to offer to do something and then he would just not do it at least 3-4 days in a row and just I guess hope that it drove my anxiety so insane that I would finally wash them. And sometimes I would, but, like, I really consciously tried to just let those fucking dishes sit there. I threw dishes out like, that we didn't totally need, because it's like, I'm not washing that after it's been sitting here for a week, and it was the only thing you've ever offered to do to help me. Like, and now you're bringing it up again, trying to throw it in my face. Like, he's just so toxic. It's bad. Hello. So, a little update. He then sent me a screenshot. I was like, I have $19. Mind you, it looks like, it says $20 minimum on the MyPay. It looks like, for some reason, he can use MyPay again. Even though that was part of the thing, right? That was part of the thing. That while being a forced stay-at-home mom in the beginning, so I got used to it, you know, fucking like almost 6 months in, and then he wanted to switch. And I had looked for part-time jobs. He didn't want me to work out of the home. He told me, no, he told me he didn't want me to get a job like that. The only thing that I could do, possibly, he's almost ready for now, is a remote job, which I kept looking for, but I just didn't find one. And now I don't have a computer, even though he did say that he didn't take that. He was just keeping it safe. He didn't take it from me. He was just keeping it safe because he didn't want it in a shelter, in my car, or in a storage unit. But, like, we're not in a shelter or a storage unit, and I still don't have a computer. But I digress again. So yeah, he was like, I have $19. Like, if you want that for gas, you can have it. I'm not taking your money, bro. Like, I need the money. Like, I need to use it for gas, right? We will definitely stop at the gas tank. And I told him, like, I can just do, like, 15, maybe we can just go down to 10, I don't know, fucking, I'm gonna use half a tank of gas, just transporting him, which is not, fucking, but whatever, like, it's just like, you go from being like, I have absolutely no money, I have absolutely no way of doing this, that, or the other, to then suddenly being like, I have money. Like, you're just a fucking liar, dude. Like, even with the apartment, when I heard his mom and everything, I was like, oh, so you're living with your mom. Like, before we left, the day that I came to look at this place, like, and didn't know, like, you know, quite, like, if I was going to get it yet or anything, he had tried his hardest that day to convince me that he was, like, getting keys the next day. That it was, like, basically in the bag. He's just like, yeah, I'm just waiting for a call, just see if I get my keys tomorrow. And he had definitely told me that he had gotten 3 callbacks, I remember, because there was no dog on the application, because the dog was the issue. Yeah, I'm being unreasonable and selfish and just unempathetic because his mom's higher, whatever the fuck. So it's my problem. I have to do full transportation. And he even said, like, oh, and then if my next paycheck, when I can't really send you shit, like, are you gonna bitch? Yeah. Yep. I will. Like, the $100 got a sleep sack, a noise machine, and some teethers. Where are the teethers? I do want to show them. They're also used for, like, kids with autism and stuff, so that's why they're bigger. So it's gonna grow with him. And I did redirect him. He doesn't like diaper changes, never has, and he starts biting himself when he can't get away, and he gets really frustrated. I got him to redirect and bite on his teether instead of his little hand, and that was great. That was like last night or something. But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me though. Like, I know, guys, Like, you're asking for it, right? But, like, my heart can't, like, let him miss his son's first birthday. Like, if I have to get on an airplane and fucking kidnap this motherfucker, like, I would, right? And, like, I almost don't even want him here. Like, I don't want him here. Like, because I just feel like he's gonna make it, like, all, I don't know, just, like, awkward. I know he's gonna get upset if Erin stopped by for the smash cake, even though she's the only one that helped us move here, only one that gave a, 2 fucks about what was going on with me and Lucas. She's the only one that stopped by, I mean, out of the people, like, in our state, like, and I just, like, he does these, like, stupid, like, they even look fake, like, these sad moments where he's just like, buddy, and just, like, sits there and, like, mopes. Just spend time with your kid, just play with your kid. He doesn't care about your moping. He doesn't even know, like, what's going on, so, like, he doesn't feel bad for you. Oh, man. But this is the last thing that I have to feel awful about. He is 1 year old tomorrow. Basically, all of the firsts are over.